How's everybody doing? It's Monday. It's April 7th. We're out of March. We're officially in spring. It's feeling like spring. We had some thunderstorms, not big ones. We kind of missed the ones they were uh, predicting for us to have last week. We got little rumbles here and there, but nothing severe. We do need the rain, apparently. Um, Sorry, I was stifling a yawn there. I actually woke up at 3:30 this morning. I laid there till 4:45, but this is what happens when you do. See, I used to podcast. You couldn't see me. It was the old school podcast. Now I'm vlogger, so you can see me. So when I bite my lip, try not to yawn. Hey, welcome to take an early lunch. The longest day of the work week is Monday. That's what I like to say. It's actually just as long as all the other days, but it feels longer. So if we can break that up for a few minutes at lunchtime on Monday, that's the point of this podcast. We don't really talk about anything important, and it only take about 15 minutes. This is episode 10 already. Isn't that pretty cool? Episode 10. 10 weeks ago, um, probably a little more than that. I think I had this thing built a week or two prior to the first show, but I built this behind me. What you see is this backdrop. It's actually almost a run-in shelter. It's got a ceiling in it and three little tiny. The walls on the ends are 2 feet wide, and it's 8 feet end to end. And it's just assorted things on shelves that represent my life and things I talk about. Over here, those are books I've written. This is the Cool Wear open sign. I just like that. That's Shorzy. That's also Shorzy. That's Shorzy on a stick. Those are the bobbleheads. I haven't gone over this list in a while, in case we have any new viewers. Those are my various bobbleheads. Harry Callis. That's Joe Ganiscoli from The Sopranos. Played Vito. He has his own branded vodka, Rocka, and that's a Vito bobblehead that they made to market the vodka, and he was signing them, so he sent me one. That's Harry Callis. That's Harry and Whitey. No, I'm sorry. Who is that one? I can't see. Gonna have to put on the glasses. That one is who is it? I gotta turn around and look. Oh, that's the Harry Callis book. I'm sorry. That's the one I didn't write. And then that's Whitey, Richie Ashburn. They called him Whitey because he had the white hair when he got older. And Harry, because they used to be a broadcast team. And that's, of course, the Phillies Fanatic. Above me here that's my vinyl collectible album collection. And then over there is one as well. So the one over there is Mac Sinise, Gary Sinise's son. That's his album. And then above me, starting here, is Rick Elias and the Confessions. That was a collectible vinyl that the family put out about 2 years after Rick passed. That is Taylor Acorn's first album. And that is That Thing You Do, the soundtrack that Rick produced, and he had 5 songs on it. And they produced that on a collectible vinyl as well. So there you go. All right, let's get to it, kids. Today's topic is fast food. Why? I don't know. I don't eat fast food. Occasionally, I will eat fast food. Occasionally. If I eat at McDonald's twice a year, it's a surprise. I have a theory about McDonald's. My theory is this. Up until you're about 12 years old, your body has an enzyme that can digest McDonald's food, right? Perfectly. No problem. You hit 13, 14 years old, you try eating McDonald's, it's like eating lead that is trying to punch its way out of your stomach. I can't. I mean, I really can't eat it. If I do, there's 2 things about McDonald's food I don't like. It smells your car up like a McDonald's for like a month. No matter what you do, you can eat you can hold the hamburger out the window, take a bite, put it back out. Your car would still smell like a bag of McDonald's French fries. Also, it feels like you ate lead. It just, and I'm at that age where I want to do better, right? Lost a bunch of weight, kept it off, working out every day. Um, and I'll tell you this much, and I'm really not vain. I don't think I'm a particularly good looking guy. I don't, I think I'm in a room full of 10 men. I'd probably be like number 5, number 6, right? I'm just right in the middle, but I do age well. I got to say, got a good head of hair. And I'm starting to see guys that are my age that I'm like, what? Tim Waltz, Kamala Harris's running mate, turns 61 today. That means he's 6 months younger than me. Look at that guy. Go have a look at Tim Waltz, right? I think I aged pretty well. I think if I didn't have the gray hair, I probably could pass for 10 years younger than me, at least. But I don't know. But then I was at an open house this weekend, and a customer came through, and he was telling us he's 57. And I did the side glance at Liz Pino, who's the realtor that was hosting it. I'm like, I'm 4 years older than that guy. He looks like he's 10 years older than me. I go again, yawning. So I don't know. Anyway, so I try not to eat that garbage because I'm really trying to, hey, listen, longevity's in my family on both sides, on my mom's side and my father's side. I got my Uncle Franny just turned 90, and, you just slow down when you're 90, but he's still sharp. He's still healthy. It's like my cousin says, his daughter, he could go anytime, but he could go 10 years from now too. So there's nothing, you're not pointing at anything with Uncle Franny and going, it ain't gonna be long now. So I don't eat fast food. All that was, I don't eat fast food. I try not to. My daughter, on the other hand, now she's gotten better about it too. She used to be a Taco Bell junkie. On the topic of fast food, here's what I was wondering today. So I asked ChatGPT, what are the top 5 fast food restaurants and what's the top food in each one? Most popular in the United States. I don't know what, they serve in other countries. I don't know if you can go into McDonald's in Montreal and get McPoutine. If you've not had poutine, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Ask your Canadian friends what poutine is, because it's pretty incredible. It's something you wouldn't want to eat more than once a year because it will create sludge in your bloodstream. But it's what a way to die. That's all I can say. All right, here we go. Top 5 fast food restaurants in the U.S. One of these I was kind of surprised counts as a fast food, but I guess they're so popular that it does. McDonald's obviously number 1. This is based on 2023 numbers, so that's the most recent accounting. McDonald's is number 1 at $53.1 billion in 2023. Starbucks was number 2, $28.7 billion. Chick-fil-A right behind at $21.6 billion. Taco Bell $15 billion, and Wendy's 12.3. I was sort of surprised at Wendy's because you always hear about Wendy's is in trouble financially and they're closing stores. I like Wendy's. If I'm going to have a hamburger, if I'm in the mood for a hamburger, I'm probably going to go to Wendy's because it's the most real tasting hamburger. And the next thing you're going to, price wise or next step up is Five Guys. But, the $20 hamburgers, man, sorry. Based on number of locations, number 1 is Subway, 20,482 locations. Number 2 is Starbucks, 17,015 locations. Number 3 is McDonald's, 13,622 locations, 7,000 fewer locations than Subway. And yet they're top of the list in fast food. Subway's not even on the list. Hunt Brothers, 10,489 locations. That's pizza, but that's gas station and 7-Elevens kind of, slices. And Dunkin', 9,775 locations. I'm a big Dunkin' guy. Everybody knows that. So, but I don't go to Dunkin' to get it. I brew it at home. All right. What's the most popular order at each one of the 4? Now, I left off Starbucks because I don't really care about your coffee. I don't consider that fast food. We're talking lunch. You're not going to go get a cup of coffee, and that's going to be your lunch. You're going to get a cup of coffee with lunch. Okay. McDonald's. While McDonald's offers, and now remember, this is Chat GPT. They just don't give you an answer. It's, a flowing answer that a robot made up. While McDonald's offers a variety of popular items, their French fries are consistently the most ordered item. Gotta admit, I gotta admit, it's still tough to beat a McDonald's French fry, right? It's still tough. It's still hanging in there. Chick-fil-A, the classic chicken sandwich meal, often ordered with extra pickles, is a favorite amongst customers. I read that they also marinate their chicken in pickle juice, and the vinegar tenderizes the chicken. You can taste sort of that when you bite into it. All right, Taco Bell, the Crunch Wrap Supreme is the standout item known for its unique combination of textures and flavors. Didn't even know there was one. Wendy's, the Baconator, featuring 2 beef patties, multiple strips of bacon, thus the name, is a popular choice amongst patrons. Please note that these insights are based on available information and may not represent the absolute most ordered item at each chain. I guess, what do you guys order when you go to McDonald's? Let me tell you what my top order at McDonald's would be. If I was to go to McDonald's right now, I would get the quarter pounder. I don't like the not the Whopper, Big Mac. I'm not a Big Mac guy. Too much lettuce, too much Thousand Island dressing, which is what the secret sauce is. Okay, it's Thousand Island dressing. How do I know that? Because in high school I worked at Geno's. Geno's was kind of a knockoff of McDonald's, but we had KFC, and we called it the Geno Giant, and the secret sauce is Thousand Island dressing. Okay, I'm not a Big Mac guy because it's too much lettuce. Ugh, it's like eating a hamburger salad. So I'm a quarter pounder guy with no onions. Don't like the raw onions. Raw onions upset my stomach terribly. I can eat them cooked. Sauteed onions, I could live on them, but I can't eat them raw. So I will get a quarter pounder or a double beef, like a double patty quarter pounder with no onions. Pickles, cheese, pickles, ketchup, and mustard. That's my order, right? And then fries. And the only time I will ever drink a Coke is if I'm eating something like that, right? So it just sort of goes, right? But I can't even tell you the last time I did it, right? For one thing, I'm a better cook. I can have a much better hamburger at my house with real meat cooked the way I like it on my grill on a zero carb bun, right? So then I don't feel guilty. But that's what I would eat if I go to McDonald's, or I would get the number 7, which is the 2 cheeseburger meal, right? 2 cheeseburgers, that look like they got run over by a truck. They're this thin, and they probably sat under the heat lamp too long, and some fries and a Coke. That would be my order. Or now I will say, an Egg McMuffin kind of hits the spot. I'm not a breakfast eater. 2 reasons: A, I'm not a breakfast eater. And 2, I do intermittent fasting. So my first meal is almost never before noon. But a good Egg McMuffin is tough to beat. What's the one that's made out of pancakes? It's got a pancake topping, McGriddle. So sweet they'll hurt your teeth, but they're pretty good too. A sausage McGriddle, it's pretty good. Not bad. Chick-fil-A, the standard Chick-fil-A sandwich is good enough for me with their sweet tea's too sweet. And I am a tea snob. People are coffee snobs. People think I'm a coffee snob because I post about coffee every morning. That's just strategic. I drink 1 cup a day. Sometimes I'll have a second, but rarely. But iced tea, telling you, the Princess and the Pea, hey, there's a pea under the 99th mattress. That's Craig with his iced tea. I can tell you a lot of things about iced tea when I drink it. What brand tea bag it is, not kidding. How long it's been sitting. I'm telling you, iced tea is my thing. So I'll have their tea, but I'll have it cut like half and half because it's too sweet. And the waffle fries. Waffle fries are good. I don't do Starbucks. I don't do Subway. Look, I grew up in Philly, or I was born in Philly. I grew up right outside of Philly. A, we call them hoagies, and B, even if we call them subs, I know what a really good one tastes like. It's not Subway. It's not. Okay. It just isn't. Wendy's, Taco Bell, whatever. Give me a taco. Who say no? Who says no to a taco? A good chicken burrito is good too, right? Wendy's Baconator sounds good. Double cheeseburger. Their fries are sort of nondescript. They're kind of like the frozen French fries your mom had in the refrigerator when you were a kid. They're, all right. They're whatever. They're not bad. They're French fries. Is there a bad French fry? Bad French fries are still good food. So that would be my top 4 because I don't do Starbucks. Bleep bloop in the comment section. Tell me what you guys would have if you had to go to fast food today, and it was McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, or Taco Bell. What would you order? Let me know. All right, it's as simple as that. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys a Chuck Norris joke because I was scrolling through Instagram. This has been several months ago now. Late at night, you're scrolling through, and there's a Chuck Norris joke page on Instagram. So people are there's a video of a Chuck Norris, and Chuck Norris actually in it. And then people are in the comments are writing in their best Chuck Norris jokes. So I wrote one, and I think it's the best one I've ever heard. And I've gotten 1,000 likes on that Chuck Norris joke. Chuck Norris can go to a Chick-fil-A on a Sunday and order a cheeseburger and get it for free. There you go. Hey, let me know what you think about fast food. Also, rates are down, my friends. If you are in need of a purchase or a refinance, I'm your guy. Reach out to me. I'll get, we'll talk rates if you want. That's what I do for a living. This is what I do for fun. Hey, we'll see you guys next Monday. You're halfway through the longest work day of the week, you guys. So we'll talk to you later. See ya.